Hey, so I'm in Barnes and Noble right now, and I'm looking at some of the books that they have here, and I just really remember being in a library for most of my life. So I wanted to show you some of my favorite books. And I don't know, it's just the smell of books make me happy. So I'm actually going to show you some of the books that I really like. There's a couple of them over here. So one of them is this book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. So this one's really good. This one's by Dale Carnegie, and it has been in print for 80 years, and this is probably one of the best books you could possibly read in business. And it's really good. So this is one of the books that I really like. Okay. And then there's another one, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. This is a really good one. And this book, I actually listened to the audio before I listened to anything else. I didn't actually read the whole thing. Don't know if I see any other ones here, but this is all personal growth. Personal growth in Barnes and Nobles. But as I'm walking through here, I just want to look at some of the things that they have, because as I design my program, I'm looking at how everything works. Now this is cool. I will eventually have a workbook that's like this one, where it's actually bound. This is when I start doing my retreats. The framework for building a life you can thrive in. Ooh. This is how you do market research. Okay. And I'm trying to keep my voice down because I know that there's a lot of people that are here. But this is how you do market research. You look inside the book and you find out, based on the genre that you are in, how they write things and how they put things on the back of the book. For example, the colors that they use, the branding colors that they use, okay, and what size the book is. This is probably a 4.5 by 6. It's not quite a pocket book, but it is, a fairly average size. And then you have books that are even bigger than that, but there's only a few that are the average size. But back to this journal. I'm looking inside this journal, and this is actually pretty awesome. So I want you to take a look at this. So inside this journal, this is what it looks like. And if you look at some of the pages, if you're looking to make a workbook, this is what you do. You go to Barnes & Noble and you look at how the workbooks they have on the shelf look, and then you think of ways that you can improve how that looks. So I like coming in here because, first of all, it smells good, and second, I can really learn a lot about how other authors write their books and how other authors set up their stuff. So like if you were writing a cookbook, these are really awesome because you can actually go in here, look inside, see how it says 300 tasty recipes, and it goes through and it shows you different recipes. So if you like cooking, then this is a great way to look at how other cookbooks look and go in and make yours look like that. For those of you that are writing sci-fi, let me see if I can find a sci-fi. So they have graphic novels, Marvel comics, mysteries, science fiction. All right, here we go. Now this looks completely different, okay? Notice the font on these books. Notice how the font looks. It has a completely different font. You can look at these. The font is different, the cover is different, the size of the book even is different, because I think these are meant to be quick reads. But if you look inside this, the font is a pretty decent size. And you can just tell that these are sci-fi fantasy just because of the way they look. And it's an unspoken rule that your book should look like this. So if you're writing sci-fi, then you want to make sure that your book looks sci-fi. Okay? It must look like genre. So I hope that makes sense. I'm in here roaming around looking at different things and whatnot, getting some inspiration for my program, but just wanted to give you that bit of information. So hopefully that helps you, and hopefully you got some insight from this. Make sure that your book looks like the genre that it's in. You guys all know what this one is. Game of Thrones. Everybody knows what Game of Thrones is. I don't even know if they have 50 Shades of Grey here, but they probably do. But make sure that when you are thinking about writing your book, that you think about the genre that it is and design your book accordingly. So go to a Barnes & Noble or to a bookstore and look at some of these books and really take in how they look. Take in how they look, what size they are, what font they're using, and just look at the structure of the book. That's how you can get some inspiration. So I hope that helps you today if you're thinking about writing a book. And I'm going to continue with what I'm doing. I love Barnes & Noble.